Hard-fought game. I liked our mentality. I felt that the concentration to really stay in the game against a good team was at a high level. I thought we had opportunities in the second half had we been able to be a little sharper with the final pass or sometimes our crossing. So some little things when we get around the box where we just weren't good enough, creative enough, sharp enough. But overall, it's a hard game, and I still think we came through it with some positives. It's not an easy game to compare to some others. But I think in terms of both teams going hard at each other, physically we held up really well. We competed for balls. We won duels. There were a couple plays in the first half where, as we stepped up the press, they try to bypass the press, either by playing a ball towards Bruin in the air, or sometimes there's enough of a window that they can play to him on the ground. And as the ball goes to him, they get a little 2 or 3 man game where maybe Christian Roldan runs off of him and Alex Roldan takes off on the right. So there were a few moments where we just didn't move quickly enough, and we let some second balls, them get an advantage on second balls. But I think we talked about that at halftime, and that part improved. Like I said, I think there were a lot of positives. When we get around the box, just certain moments, we slip a little ball to Mahala. They came across fast. The angle of the pass, maybe the timing doesn't quite allow him to get a really good chance. Just some other plays where the window to make the pass is small, and it's got to be a little bit better. Cheeky got forward a few times, and we just didn't do well enough with the final ball. So those are things that just need to continue to get better. From last week, he had a slight quad strain, and he hasn't trained all week. Then there was a family situation, and it led to just the fact that the one day he couldn't get tested, and then when you're not tested, then you get on that other list. He'll be back on the testing schedule. And again, had there been no family situation, he was not ready to play this week. The quad has kept him out of training all week.
Is there a timeline of when he would be back?
It's minor. We're hoping that maybe he'll be back this week. Same with Diego, but we'll have to see. You go day to day. We pride ourselves on the way we train every day, and we always try to push players that when the moment comes that they're ready, and that they're excited, and that their teammates have confidence in them. So when those situations come up, sure, there's positives, and good to see certain guys on the field. You see the experience paying off and them getting better every day in training, and then you get to test it on the field in a game.
Thank you.
I mentioned at some other point that he has not yet been through a full training session. And so he's being progressed every week. And he was in the 20 today. Maybe you could have considered that he could come on for a small number of minutes at the end of the game. But given that he's not been in a full training session yet, you also don't want to put a player in for the first time in a situation that late in the game where you just also you want to make sure that when you put him in, it's a real chance for him to show what he's all about. And so that didn't come up today. Marco did a good job. He's showing us in training that he's picks up ideas, trains in a really good way, competes. Obviously, his natural position is left back, but we knew that he had played some games at right back when we were able to bring him to LAFC, and so that's an option for us on a week where we're down some players. So he got some training at right back during the week, and I thought he did a really good job today. Got a little bit tired, and we thought we could push the game late with Latif at right back, and I thought that actually was promising. Just didn't get us the goal we wanted. I thought Edward had a great game. Controlled plays, moved the ball forward defensively, helped cover situations. So Edward is an important player. And today I thought he was excellent. Mahalik keeps making progress. He's a young player. He's dangerous. Now just some of the details in tougher games of seeing situations a little faster, being a little bit stronger in some moments. But we're very pleased with the way he's developing. And Alvaro has impressed everyone throughout preseason. Versatile player, picks up things so quickly, trains every day, so into training, so committed to picking things up and getting better. I think he's earned the respect of everyone just with the way he goes about it every day.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, look, I believe in the team. We see the way they work every day. And I said early that the positive part was the mentality. Did I learn it? Not really. I knew it. But I like to see it come out. I like to see it come out with some young guys on big days. So that was really positive. Yes, you see more and more teams putting a player on the ground behind the wall. In certain shooting situations, it's worth considering. I don't think all the time. Edward works a lot on his free kicks, has good ideas, reads situations well. And today was a good example of that. He read the moment and creative, great finish.
Thanks. And the last question here for Bob. Alexis, take it away.
Hi, Bob. It's a pleasure to talk with you again. Well, it was a great goal from Atuesta, who played a great game, but I think the team didn't know how to take advantage of the scoring chances. What other lesson has this game left for the next games?
Yeah, when you say we don't know how to take advantage, I think we do know how, but that doesn't always mean that in the moment the timing or the quality of the play, the idea, the sharpness of the move is as good as it needs to be. And that's what you work on regularly, and that's what gets tested in big games. Seattle plays with 3 in the back, and then it becomes 5, so the windows to play certain balls are very tight. The timing of certain moves has to be very good. And I think that in some of those situations, you saw that we just on the day weren't quite good enough. But that's no matter what team we talk about around the world, the sharpening up of ideas around the box, the quality of execution in key moments, that separates. And it's something that we typically have done well. Obviously, in our time in MLS, we've scored a lot of goals, but there's so many levels that we can still get to. So today, you could see that in the final moments in key situations, we weren't quite good enough. And it's not like now we pull out a new playbook. That's stuff we work on every day, every week, and we keep going. So hopefully you'll see as the season goes on, more and more guys getting better in these different moments. I think we said from the beginning that we were going to try to find young talent, that we were hopeful that we could bring players through the academy, and that we could have a team that would be exciting, fun to watch. And so those are still the goals. That's our identity. And we are proud to see how some of the young players have improved and gotten better. When we talk about guys like Atuesta and Diego Rossi, they've shown that they're amongst the best players in the league. And so that makes us feel good about the way we work, and we believe that there are other young guys that hopefully can continue to push themselves up the list.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did pretty well. I thought we held our own. Unfortunately, we didn't get the result. We got the tie, but I thought we played pretty well. Got the goal early on, and then just tried to stick with the lead for the rest of the time. But I mean, it doesn't always go in your favor. So just a couple learning things we need to learn, and then just keep moving forward.
Great, thanks. We're going to start here with Josue Lopez. Take it away.
Hello, Price. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Despite the tie, what are the positives you take of today's game?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely created a few chances. but I've been working on training, just playing our game, the mentality of the team, kind of playing high pressure and kind of getting on the opposing team. So I feel like we did that pretty well today, and we're just going to keep moving forward and kind of working on the small things to get the results in the future.
And a quick follow-up. What did Bob ask you to do before you came to the field?
He just told me to kind of give the center backs like chaos, kind of just like once they get the ball, just be right there right when they touch it. So trying to get them to make a mistake and just put as much pressure on them and make them feel uncomfortable as possible.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you. Kevin Baxter.
Hey, Bryce, how are you?
Good. How are you, Kevin?
Okay. Hey, I know you got your first cap really early last season, I think in the CONCACAF Champions League. And so waiting around on the bench is not something that you're used to. But the fact that Bob's used so many players so early because of the injuries, is that helped? I mean, now everybody's in the game. Everyone's kind of got a little bit of game action. Is that something that's maybe positive from all these injuries that you guys have?
Yeah, I mean, we have a solid team. We have depth in pretty much every position. So we're all comfortable on if someone's out with an injury, then whoever's behind them is ready for their opportunity and ready to make the most of it. So, for example, I got the call up today, and I try to do the best I can, just hard work and try to give a good performance for the team. And so it goes on for everyone else who was given the opportunity today. So, yeah, just everyone's working hard. We have a great group, and just looking forward to the season.
Thank you.
Thanks. Alicia Rodriguez.
Thank you. Bryce, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe last year when you played for LAFC, you mostly or entirely played in midfield, and today it looked like you were pushed up into the forward line. Is there a position that you feel more comfortable at, or are you somebody who kind of goes with the flow and doesn't really matter where exactly you're playing on the field?
Yeah, I mean, wherever the team needs me the most, I'm there. Of course, I would like to play in the midfield, but with the formation that we played today, it just turned out that I was up top. So whatever position I'm in, and whenever I get the opportunity to get on the field, I try to give it my all, and if it works out, then it works out. But yeah, it doesn't really matter what position, as long as the coaches have the confidence in me to put me on the field, then that's what I'm happy about.
Great. Thanks, Alicia. Salvador Perez.
Thank you, Ben. Hi, Bryce. Hi, Bryce. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Nice, fine, thank you. Bryce, just want to ask you, what do you spoke with Bob before the match? What do you spoke with Bob about this match against Seoul Sounders? That was important, right? Because you faced a team like Seoul Sounders, a difficult team that with LAFC that didn't have players like Diego, Carlos, and an important point for the aspirations of LAFC, right? Thank you.
Yeah. We definitely had some guys out with injuries, for example, like you said, Carlos and Diego, but we had a bunch of guys who are ready for the call-up, like I said before. So we have a good group. Everyone's ready to step on the field and give it their all. But I feel like the guys who had the opportunity today, such as myself, did a pretty good job and put in a good shift today. So.
Right, and I'm going to have one last question for you, Bryce. You know, just as a lot of people alluded to, some new faces in the game, a couple of injuries early on. You know, how have you seen some of these new guys? I mean, we saw Cal Jennings get in the match for the first time. I mean, Corey, obviously. You know, how has it been kind of integrating these new guys into the squad?
Yeah, I've known Corey back in the day, a couple years ago when we were both back at RSL. So I played with him for a little bit. But yeah, Cal has been doing good. Signed him this season, and he's been killing it in training. Same with Corey. So it's great to see all these new guys fitting in well with the team and just like the camaraderie and all that stuff. So it's good to have a solid group, even with new guys coming in. So it hasn't changed much from last year. It just can only go up from there. So.
Yeah, you know, I came in very excited to make my black and gold debut. It wasn't the 3 points we wanted, but, you know, I'm happy to make my debut, and, you know, we just keep moving forward. Yeah, I'm happy where I'm at in the field, whether it's on the left side or on the right side. I just want to be an option for the team and help the team as much as possible and be ready whenever my name's called. Obviously, I'm left-footed, left back, but whenever I'm on the right, I should also be comfortable playing on the right, so I give the team more options.
Matt Singer.
Yeah, just following up on that. I mean, first of all, kind of a new position, but how hard is it also to figure out your positioning with a lot of guys you haven't really played with before?
I don't think that was the main factor here. I've been with the team for a while now, and the guys, Bob and the coaching staff have really been helping me throughout these weeks to, be specific to me on the details that they want out of my positioning, out of every single player, and how to comment their playing style. So, I think I was pretty used to it leading into this game, and I thought I was ready for it. There's still details to get better for, and we just keep moving forward.
And just an FYI before I go to Charles, Marco can take questions in Spanish as well. Charles, go for it.
Hey, congrats on your LAFC debut. Bob talked about how things kind of broke down for you guys in the final third. I was wondering what you saw there, why you're able to kind of advance into decent positions, but maybe not finish and create the clear chances that you would have liked.
Yeah, our playing style is to be a free-flowing team in the attacking third, offensively and defensively. I thought we played well, getting into the final third, keeping the intensity high and trying to create the chances. It was a tough game. Seattle defended well, and there's no blame for anyone.
Alexis Ramos.
Hi, Marco. Well, what do you think was missing to get the victory? And also, what message will you give to the fans for the following matches?
Yeah, I think the game came down to little details. That one play from across. It happened twice in the game, and one of those moments they were able to capitalize on it. So I think it's just little details and little times that we need to stay turned on as a team. But overall, I thought we did well. It's not the 3 points we wanted, especially here at home. But it wasn't a loss, so we keep moving forward, and we want to keep pushing for this next away game against Houston. So for the fans, we're gonna try to keep playing our style, whether it's at home or away, and keep that intensity high and keep that bar high.